has to have redraw done. Now, we hate to have these happen, but you have to have proof points that are required, and if they're not in there, it's going to be deemed a bad video. If the winner does not re-win, all their monies are refunded. But anyway, what you want to do, if you're going to do a video, I'm going to do this kind of in training mode to help Danny out. But what you want to do is you want to make sure, A, that you put your phone on airplane mode, because if you get a phone call during the video, then it's going to shut your video off and you're going to do a bad video. You also want to make sure you have enough room on your phone for storage, because if you don't, same thing. So anyway, what I do is I put a window down here with the official time running at all times. This way it helps me not forget to show the time. So on this last video, the main issue is there's no ending timestamp. So anybody can do anything with a video. I don't think that was the case here whatsoever, but we have to follow the rules, and we have to unfortunately rule that previous video bad because there was no ending time shown. So anyway, as you start your video, you'll scroll down. You'll show the list, not 100% required, but you want to show the list because lists aren't required, but helps you remember how many people are in it. You have to have a start time that is posted within the thread in Facebook. You don't have to show this because that's always visible, but it helps because it matches up to the time. You do have to show the time here. So the requirements are a start time posted in the thread and showing the clock as you do that, or right after you do that by maybe going over here. But like I said, I keep the clock going this way I don't ever make a mistake there. It is required to show the proof. That being said, if by chance some of the proof is not missing, I'll always let someone show that they had all of the amounts taken in. It's not required to only show the proof that is part of that waffle, but to make sure you show all the proof that was a part of that waffle, if that makes sense. All right? Then you go to random. By doing this right here, clicking on random, fresh page being brought up, you've actually done your refresh. Now what you do have to do is you do have to show the green lock to show that it is secure. You don't have to do this, and that's showing the valid certificate, but you can if you want to. And it's also recommended to do another refresh, maybe 2 refreshes. Not 100% required if you brought a new page up, but people are used to seeing at least 1 refresh, so I would always do a refresh. Okay? Now that you've done that, it's required to put the correct range in. So the correct range is in, and we hit the button, and we get a winner. The winner is number 6. Okay? Now, see how I zoom in to make it clear? I also zoom in on the times. Zoom in on the required parts. Okay? So we put a winning stamp here. And we show 804, 804. Again, you don't have to show this, but you do have to show this. It is recommended, though, that you highlight over and make sure they match. Okay? Now, if you're using this time here on www.time.gov, you have an official time that's going to match Facebook within seconds. So I recommend that versus trying to use your clock over here. That could be off from your battery or whatever. And this gives the running time. So if there's any issues, I can go back through and say, well, at 8:03.11, you did this. So this is definitely recommended. Now, when I added this winning timestamp and showed this, that made the video official because you have a beginning time started and you have an ending time. Now, number 6 is the winner. Now, in this case, it's awesome because the same person won. So no harm, no foul, no refunds necessary, and we're good to go. So, Jim, congrats. I'm glad that happened. I'm sad that we will ever have to do a redraw because it sucks for everybody, really. So, anyway, I put my end statement. I zoom in, 8:05. Not required, but recommended. So, basically, on your video, you want to have a start posted in the thread, an end posted in the thread, all the meat of the video within that area, and then to prove. Read back through the rules. That'll show you what to do. I can do another training video if necessary. And then, Danny, I want you to let me know when you want to do a practice video now that you watch this. And then we'll have you do a practice video so you feel more comfortable doing your own videos. All right? Thanks, everybody.